Hi, everyone. Welcome. Blessed Fri-Yay. I'm always hesitant to say happy Friday because I know that everybody's not that happy.
Yeah.
So blessed Fri-Yay.
Neutral Friday.
Neutral Fri-Yay. As we maneuver through on the globe right now. It's all over the place energy, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. It's a lot. I just wanted to let people know this is streaming onto my channel too, but this is on Debbie's channel. So if you want to join the chat part or make, that kind of thing, you'll have to go to Debbie's channel. But if you just want to watch, you can stay on mine.
Yeah, unfortunately, they haven't figured out how to do that when you both stream from other places.
Yeah.
That everybody sees the chat.
Yeah, because I like that feature. I like that you can do that, but I just that's the only thing. But if you're
we can see the chat from both channels, though.
Yes,
but not everybody can.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So, but hello,
hello,
and much love and light to you. And there was something that came in and I just missed it. Warren, I love that. When we waved and he waved back. Didn't he? I love that.
Well, that's like when the little Amazon thing pops up and waves his hand, I always wave back. It's just like a little Amazon guy.
Warren, I always wave. If someone's waving at me, I always wave, whether it's on TV or not.
I do too. I wave. I say thank you to Alexa. That's just what I do.
You do too.
Do you really?
I say yes.
Like a really nice little thing that they do. They're like, "Have a nice day," So I'm like,
"Thank you." I do too. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. All right, so Kim and I did just go. We were just together in person. It was really great. And I'm wearing my little necklace that Andrea made us all.
So cute.
The little chakra necklace. Keep my chakras running smoothly here.
It.
And also, I want to say thank you, everyone, for the questions. Holy cow. We have lots of questions to go through already. But anyways, I do want to tell you we had a really good time, and it was really fun to hang out in person. It always is. But here we are back, and I've just gotten such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hugs and love from everyone and feedback for those who were there on the retreat. And so that's always very special.
I did too. And I just want to let everybody here know that we've got the most amazing community. I mean, we know that, right? But when you meet them in person and honestly, they're just the nicest people, the kindest people. Yeah, just amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy and beautiful, beautiful people. I feel so honored to be a part of that group. And so just wanted to throw that out there before we get started. And Luna wants to be here, apparently.
When I popped on before we both popped on, when I popped on to see Debbie, all I saw was a cat.
Cat butt. Cat butt. He's like, I want to be a part of it. Not leaving my side since I was gone. You know how that goes. All right. So I know that we've been gone, but the world did not stop, Kim.
It didn't.
It didn't pause. Although the appeals court freezes gag order against Trump. Isn't that awful?
Interesting. Yeah, I saw that.
So while it was frozen, he was like,
Of course he was.
taking, taking shots and doing his thing when it was frozen. I'm wondering, it just makes me wonder, because they knew that that was what was going to happen, and he literally broke. If it hadn't been frozen, it broke the gag order. But since it was frozen, it didn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
That's interesting.
the judge, what's her name? Chutkin said, if it wasn't frozen, that would have been a breach of the gag order.
Right. Right.
Some of the things he's saying. Mountain Dancer wants to know if we'll ever have a retreat on the west. Retreat on the East Coast. Oh yeah.
East Coast.
East Coast sometime, for those who can't travel all the way out west. That's a good idea. Good plan.
Well, we're talking about, lots of, ideas and different things. So
Mm-hmm.
you never know. You never know.
So anyways, I found that interesting that even took place, that they would pause it, because he, it just shows the privilege.
Yeah.
It just shows privilege to me. They wouldn't do this for anyone else. And and then the other thing that came up that I wanted to talk about here was Ivanka. No one asked about Ivanka. Oh, Melody wants one held in Australia.
Oh,
let's do it, Melody.
That can be a while, but yeah.
So she and Luna, it literally is laying right on my notes here.
Oh, she missed you, and she's scared.
She's literally on my notes. So Ivanka had asked to pause the whole trial. Wanted to pause the entire trial. She wanted to pause it, you guys. Now they probably already know about this, but they wanted the whole trial, claiming she would suffer undue hardship. Guess, and talk about privilege. Guess what her undue hardship would be?
Oh no, what is it?
She lives in Florida, and the thing was taking place in New York, and she has 3 children, so she has, that would be undue hardship for her to go.
Well, don't be crimey. Don't be all crimey and stuff.
Be all crimey and stuff.
You won't have to worry about it. It's just a different world. It's a completely different world that they live in.
Yeah, Cindy Lou read it, because it's a weekday and her kids have to go to school. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Tanari, thank you so much.
Hi, Tanari.
So I just, those were 2 things that kind of popped up of privilege, and I was just like, I'm done with privilege like that. It's just wrong. I just think of all the people gone before that have had to face trial or had cases brought against them, and they don't have any of these privileges.
Right.
Even if they're innocent, they don't have the privileges. Right. And it's just, yeah,
it's exposing a lot. It's making us see. It really is. It's bringing a lot of this. It's always been there, but because it's so high profile, everybody's seeing it, and everybody's like, "What the heck? What is going on here?
What is happening?" And Tony says, as if she even drives the kids to school. I mean,
exactly. As if she even knows she has kids.
Does she even get up with them? I mean, I guess the nanny. Exactly. Thank you, unique one. Blessings to you.
I kind of felt like it may have something to do with her not wanting to be testifying around the time her dad does. If she wanted to kind of escape seeing him or being around him. I know they're trying to distance themselves right now. So I did wonder if it was about that.
Well, we can definitely check in on that too. What was we know it really isn't about our kids. So
No,
what was the real truth about wanting to pause this?
Yeah, because when she worked in the administration, I don't remember ever seeing or hearing about her kids one time. And she did lots of stuff then.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. Well, obviously part of a strategy for her that her team all have in place for her. And but anytime, like I feel like if she was watching us right now, hi Ivanka.
She is. Yeah.
That she would be almost a little. She takes it personal when people feel this way about her privilege, that she's privileged and this and that. She does. There's a hint of her that kind of it hurts her feelings on some level,
right?
When she's called out like that,
right?
Because I think she wants to. Part of her wants to be seen as part of the people or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's that ego part that wants to be like, I did this all myself. Sure, my last name's Trump, but they want it. They want that idea of being self-made, and none of them are. None of them are.
Yeah.
So,
right.
And maybe it is wanting to be part of the regular people, but they don't.
Well, I mean, there definitely, there's a combo, but definitely wanting to separate herself from the dad. Eric, did you hear what Eric did today after he testified?
No, I didn't.
He said that this, of course, this is a witch hunt, a political witch hunt that's going on, and that and I quote, New York is going to hell.
What?
Thank
you, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That was his little outburst. Oh, and he verbatim just speaks to exactly what his dad says. All this, like this is, false to our business is a better business than anybody's business. You know how Trump says those weird things like, I'm the best at. He said that about their business, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. Hi, Celtic Tarot Sheila.
Hello. That is weird.
Yeah.
Because they're about to lose. Well, they're going to lose everything in New York, and this isn't. They keep acting like there's a decision to be made here. The decision's been made. They're guilty. They have done this. This is the penalty phase. This has nothing to do with. It's just the penalty phase. What are you going to pay? And are you going to lose your business license?
Right.
That's what they're doing. They're not even deciding anything. So even that they're getting wrong. They're the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. It is just. It is awkward.
It is
awkward. My heart is awkward. Michelle, my bell, thank you. Blessings to you. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about those two things first because they came in earlier, and I'm like, oh, we need to look at that first. All right. So let's dive into some of these questions that came in.
Let's do
30 questions. I love it. Okay. Unique one. Hello. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. So earlier I did a November energy month video, a short energy month video. So if anybody's interested on how to prepare for the month of November and the energy, check that video out. Anyway, in the video, my team did mention the day, the 17th, as they highlighted the 17th.
Of November?
Uh-huh. And so mentioned November 17th on your show with Jason. That is the day the budget is due. Interesting. I didn't know that. Maybe the speaker will shut down the government. So do we want to take a look at that 17th? Is that I feel like I did check it out a little bit on there too, to kind of. Oh yes, I remember. I feel like what I was that the Ten of Swords basically happened. However,
Oh,
it was a
okay.
precipice to big positive change. That because of this Ten of Swords, this backstabbing, or I don't remember everything that came, but because of that Ten of Swords moment, it opened up for all new things to come forward.
Okay.
So,
okay.
That's right.
I keep hearing Ukraine, so I feel like there might be something with Ukraine.
And
maybe.
It was global. It was a global look. It wasn't
Okay.
just here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm getting something with Ukraine. I know they don't want to fund Ukraine. You know, they don't want to send any funding to them, or so maybe there'll be something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like it felt like hitting the rock bottom type feel to it. And it was just like, but here's for those of you who don't know the Ten of Swords, here it is. And it is that root chakra too. Anxiety, fear.
It does, to me, it does seem like it has to do with the budget, with funding, with money. But Ukraine is up front for some reason. So that's what I'm getting for the 17th. Okay. It does have to do something with the budget and money. And Ukraine.
All right. The one thing that my team said at the same time was to stay empowered within your own power during the first part of November. Okay. Stay empowered in your own energy. Don't allow whatever, all the stuff coming in, all the chaos to overtake you. Be purposed with your energy, be purposed with standing in your truth and power. All right. Here's Dan is asking.
Dan.
Hi, Dan. Will Ukraine be funded eventually? Hi, Kevin. Kevin Lewis. And Kevin Loving Vibration.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Kevin. Two Kevins.
Will Ukraine be funded?
Eventually, yes. I do feel like there's going to be kind of a fight.
Yeah, they will eventually be. So the question was eventually. Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, they will. And but I do feel that for entertainment purposes, maybe I shouldn't say this out loud. I'll leave it at that. Yes.
Okay.
And I want you to know that I can say this, that there is support getting to them. How's that?
Okay.
There is some support getting to them. But as far as this funding that's trying to get through now, I don't know if you guys remember, but my team said there was going to be issues with it.
Okay.
Before, and said that it would eventually be funded. Yeah, I just remembered that. I never.
Okay. Yeah, because I am getting it eventually will be, but it's a fight, and it also feels like doing ridiculous things like taking funding, like taking funding from like Medicare or Medicaid, or you know what I mean, just nonsense like that. So it seems like it may go on for a little bit, but they'll eventually get it.
Deanne, are you for reals? Is today really National Bobblehead Day?
Okay.
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I love that. Okay. Next question. Some of these are funny. All right. Just going down the list here. And hi, Sandra in Connecticut. When will the war in the Middle East end? Holy cow. That's a big question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say war, okay, so what I'm feeling is like tensions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That feels like a long time.
Yeah.
But the actual war that we're seeing right now is the question. Okay.
I keep getting something about the tunnels, and the tunnels. Shut down the tunnels, something like that. Like they're shutting them, like I see like everything being blocked, like underground tunnels. So, and the question is like, when will it end? So there may be something that happens in tunnels that may be a marker for it's around that time or something like that. Like it's a sign that this is
when they're able to shut down that system down there, because that's where Hamas does all its stuff down there in the tunnels.
In tunnels, okay.
Imploding. Oh, Terry said imploding. Yeah, when it implodes, that's a good word too.
Blinken. I feel like Blinken, that Secretary Blinken's going to help to keep other people from joining, like other countries coming in. I feel like he's going to keep. They may even like promise things to keep that, to make them not do, to make it big, to not make it bigger. I feel like he's going to be key in this. He's got. It's like he's got ideas. He's got their number. It's like there's something that he is going to be able to offer or do or something to keep out people that other people would like to see join, to make it bigger. But he's going to be like a national hero when this is all over, because I feel like he knows, he really, really knows what he's doing. And that's the only thing I could say, is that at least Biden is there with all of his tons of experience and his willingness to talk and not just start bombing willy-nilly. And same with him, Blinken. He seems to just really know what people need, what they want, and how to negotiate. So, but I feel like those are the things coming up. Is there's something about the tunnels, and there's something about him cutting off other people so it doesn't widen and widen and widen.
Yeah. I feel, this is something that Kat says, is Debbie cold? Yes, it's cold. It's cold in the basement here.
Now here it's 75 degrees. So
wow, lucky. I came home to snow. I had to dig my car out. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah. I know what that feels like though. I used to live in Salt Lake, so I know what that feels like.
You know what that feels like. I do feel it's important to know, it's going to be a minute. It's not an overnight that war is ending, and this conflict is going to be a little while. And I feel like, Kim, you got something that you felt like it was going to end sooner. I
don't think it's going to end sooner. I just feel like it's not going to wide. And it's also okay. And I felt like the tunnels, there was something about that was maybe a marker for us to know, like, oh, this thing happened. And
okay, as soon as we see
we're rounding the corner.
Right? Okay, good. Sorry. Because I feel like we need to prepare ourselves and continue to be consistent about our prayers and any assistance we can do that way for them, as they, because I'm feeling at least 3 years that we're going to be dealing with this. But the cards that I have, I have the Hangman and the Death card and the Hermit card. And so I feel like that's, looking at, what time did we have?
Right.
It's still a lot up in the air though. So let's keep praying, but, and yeah. But I feel like we do have the right people, like you said. We have some of the right people in place at this time.
Yeah.
For this, and they also need our energy and our prayers. So let's help them shoulder this. Can you imagine?
No, I can't. And these fights are so old. They go back so long. These grudges and these, all of this stuff. It goes back so far.
And is it worth all this human? I mean, open your eyes and see what's happening. It's like, right. It's like they don't even see these are human lives. Is it really worth a piece of land or whatever? I understand but why? I just don't understand the killing of innocent people and children.
Right.
The horror of, anyway. Okay. This is the one I laughed at. Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Amen.
When will we stop?
Amen. Well, a couple of Thursdays ago, I got a date just kind of out of the blue. It wasn't when I was on. It was just when I was like going about my business, and I had the same question.
You're vacuuming.
Yes, probably. When when will he not be in our face? And I got a date. I got when he was 78, which he's 77 now, when he's 78, December 14th. And I feel like it could be that they're giving that date as a, and it doesn't necessarily mean a death date. I didn't take it as that. I took it as either he's just left the country, he's in jail, or he's just kind of out. They lose so badly. He's just not relevant anymore. And he's just kind of gone. But that's what I got. Yeah. His birthday's in June. Exactly. He'd be 78, and it would be December 14th in his 78th year. And that's right after the election too. It's about a month after the election, which is interesting too. So
that is interesting, because I got
what do you got?
The month of February, and 14th. I got February 14th. And
oh, weird. Okay.
In that same year. So
interesting. So yeah. So yeah.
February 14th. February. Oh, wait. January, February. Yeah, because I got the second month. So
okay.
Second month. Yeah, interesting.
And Tony's saying December 14th would be his half birthday, which is interesting. Okay. He'd be 78 and a half, basically.
Okay. But if it were February, it would be 2025. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I got February.
Yeah. So, it doesn't seem like he's going to do well. If he makes it to the election, it doesn't seem like he's going to do well. So that could just be it. They know they can't win with this guy, and that's it.
Yeah, and his plans are to make a break for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not saying it's not, for entertainment purposes only. I'm not saying it's not a death date. But I'm saying, to me, it didn't feel like that. It felt like he will no longer be a problem by this date. It's like he'll no longer be our problem by this date. Maybe he'll be somebody else's problem, Saudi Arabia or Russia or wherever he goes, but not our problem. Or goes to jail. Yeah, Gloria, let's shoot for the moon. Goes to jail. Yes.
Goes to jail.
Absolutely.
12/14 is the electoral votes are sealed on that date. Interesting.
December 14th?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I feel like that's
interesting.
I feel like that arena, that time period,
yeah,
between December and February.
Yeah. So hang in there. We're getting close.
Okay. Thank you for the question, Rebecca.
Melissa says December 14th conviction and February 14th sentencing. So, yay. I like it.
Here's a great question from Chris. Hi, Chris. How will Biden navigate his way through this new speaker?
Okay.
He doesn't have patience for this right now.
Biden doesn't?
He's starting to lose his patience.
Well, there's a lot going on, and these people are playing. I mean, when you look at like the guy holding up all the military stuff, that coach, whatever his name is, I can't went out of my head, but that guy, and you've got when they're playing with fire because the world is on fire right now, and it's like, yeah. So I can understand that, Debbie. I can understand that.
And he really I don't know the rules or how it all works there, or hierarchy or whatever, but he would prefer that other people just deal with this person, because he just it's he'd prefer not to be even in the same room with this person.
Right.
And it's almost it's like he wants to shake him, and like you said, I mean, like this is first world problems you're looking at here. We're we're dealing with all of this, and you are still working off of a ridiculous agenda that's, as a puppet, and he just doesn't even want to entertain it. He doesn't. He's very frustrated with this whole, and he's losing his patience. That's what I'm getting over here. So they're showing me.
I can totally understand that. I'm hearing outmaneuver. So there's going to be points where he outmaneuvers him. And I'm also getting Kamala Harris for some reason. Ooh. So I don't know if she's going to help out in some way, but I'm getting outmaneuvered.
I wonder if he asked her to take care of this.
Yeah, maybe. And she's like, with pleasure. Yeah. So they're at points they're going to be outmaneuvered. So
yeah. He also, interesting enough, knows that there's something about him that's off, right?
Yeah.
And knows that that's coming down the pike to bite him in the butt.
Okay.
To bite the speaker in the butt. I feel like he's in on the intel on that, and I feel like that might be why I'm not dealing with him. He's going to be out soon anyway. So
interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here.
Whenever they bring up this new speaker, I always see Steve Bannon, and I'm wondering why. I don't know if he's in the background making decisions or getting to his ear, or he likes Steve Bannon. I don't know what it is, but I always get Steve Bannon when people bring up this speaker. Secrets. He's got secrets.
Yes, he does.
This speaker has secrets. He's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So that may be what you're picking up onto with the intel. They may know a lot more about this guy than they're letting on, because he's got some things hidden.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, when he was his first day, I was on when he was first brought in as speaker, and I read on him then. I'm like, ooh, he has some stuff coming up to bite him in the butt.
Okay, good.
He will not be here long, and that's what my team was telling me a couple of weeks ago when he first got in.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
It's
nice.
It is, yeah. All right.
He has no bank accounts or anything of value exceeding $5,000. Really? What? Oh, he seems like there's stuff with him.
That he has no banking. That's interesting. Desert Dawn. Very interesting. All right.
Yeah. Weird.
So, Chris, that's how he's going to navigate. He's just going to. He's just.
Kamala.
All right. Okay, sweetie, darling Lulu. Hello.
Hey, Ivanka.
Hey. Will Ivanka testifying be the last nail in the coffin, or will it be Trump's salvation? She's concentrating on not making it worse for herself.
Well, and I'm getting that she plans to tell the truth. I mean, she plans just to say what it is. I'm not getting any kind of shady, like Eric Trump kind of nonsense. I'm getting like she just wants this behind her, and she's kind of like she wants away from her dad. There's something, yeah, there's something strange there, but she wants away from her dad. So I feel like she may see this as an exit point, that she can exit at this point. But I think you're right. I think she doesn't want, she also at the same time does not want to make it worse for herself in any way.
So that's what she's concentrating on, and making sure that the way she answers will not incriminate herself more or whatever. And like you said, to separate herself.
Yeah.
And tell the truth. I also don't see any shenanigans there. I just to the point that will answer to make her save herself the best she can.
Yeah.
Not to incriminate herself.
Right. It's weird because I don't get that she was very involved in the money aspect. I feel like her job was in other areas or other types of things. And so it may not be the same. She's not involved in the same way as her brothers are and as Trump is. So I feel like that might help her a little bit, but she doesn't plan to lie for him or anything like that. She plans to just tell the truth, and she wants away from him. She wants to get away from him.
And she's desperately trying to save her save her finance, her
money.
Finance.
I was going to say that's what they all come down to, right?
I mean, these two cards in combination, desperately trying to save it, and it's very much enveloped her to save her empire, to save her money, to save this, because but this is the outcome. She can't save it. You have the Five of Pentacles there, and that's, but she sees the ruin coming. She just wants to save as much as she can, but
she's scared of his people too. She's scared of like the MAGA people. She's scared of them. It's like walking a tightrope. It's like, so I think that she'll probably say as little as possible to just try to get out of here.
Yep.
But she's scared of them. She doesn't like it.
Yeah, Emmy says she already gave up info, so she can't lie. That's true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there you go.
But she also doesn't intend to go down for him in any way. So if that's what he's expecting, that is not going to happen.
Okay. Wendy, hello. Wendy asks, will Judge Cannon be removed? I don't know. I've always seen her having to step down.
Yeah. I heard crossing the line. So at some point she's going to cross the line that may get her kicked off. Why do these people keep throwing their lives away for this loser? I mean, he's just like, but they do it. They do it over and over and over.
We've been yelling that at the screen for how many years now? I mean, 7 years we've been yelling that at the screen. Why did they connect themselves with this person? They're just, they're going to be their demise, and they keep doing it over and over
and over again. You'd think that they would learn at some point, but they just don't.
They don't.
They just don't. It's a cult. Thank you, LLC. Yes, it is a cult.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She's a true believer, though. She really, like, likes Trump. She likes what he claims to want to do. She's coming through as like a true believer. Like she really believes his garbage. She really believes she'd be saving the nation if she helped him. So there's some nuttiness there, and I'm getting she's going to cross the line at some point.
Mm-hmm. I also feel like there might be something too that's connected to something she's done also, and so they're going to connect the dots from the past and something she does right now.
Interesting.
So connecting those dots, and it will happen. Okay.
Oh, Craig, you're so funny.
Okay. Sorry. We have a lot of questions, and I want to make sure we're getting close. So I want to make sure we'll get some that aren't kind of the same. Just so, or I mean, a lot of people are asking the same types of questions. So
yeah, you don't want to repeat, and so
you know what I'm saying here.
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay. I know that Sweetie Darling just did one, but I like this question. Trump, so he's going to be on the stand next week? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Okay. So how will that go? And then she has the little face. Okay, how's that going to go with the money?
I feel like there's going to be a lot of the same kind of thing, like, this is, totally unfair. I'm being persecuted. I'm, that kind of, a lot of that kind of talk and rhetoric between like the questions, the answer. It's like he's getting his little digs in with every question.
I don't know that they're going to allow him to keep doing that, but yeah. I feel like along those same lines, he is being coached. Of course, does he listen? And to stick to answering, certain ways or however they do that. Jamie, thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.
And so, but he's not going to be able to stick to that. When I stepped into this energy and my team was showing, my brain hurt. Like my brain hurt. It was like, ugh. And I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Like I don't know. I don't even know what. It was just so frustrating, and to watch. And but anyway, yeah, I do feel that he is going to fumble. He's going to fumble that pass, as you would think, as you would assume.
Right.
Carol says that.
I keep hearing the judge say, answer the question, answer the question.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to try to do what he normally does, and it's not going to work. It doesn't work in court. He doesn't get it. He thinks he can do his, word salad, and it's going to, he's going to get something over on the judge, but they're not. He may even be like a hostile witness or like a hostile, so they're, but I feel like, it's not going to go well. That's what I'll say. It's not going to go well.
It is not going to go well. It is not going to go well, you guys. And that's what I was sensing. I'm like, he can't get it. He can't stop this from happening even for himself. He's just a train on the loose with no brakes. He can't stop this. And he will try his deceit and lies and trickery. There he is doing his deceit and lies and trickery. But destiny is not on his side. It's bad for him.
Yeah.
It's bad for him. He's trapping him. He will entrap himself. That's what's going to happen on the stand. I knew I wanted to do this question.
Yeah, and we know, right? He only has. It's not like he's a genius. He's wily, but he's not a genius, and he only has so many plays that he plays, you know. And those kinds of plays don't really work in court. It's a different animal, and he's not. He doesn't understand that. Yeah. I think he does. Like he knows that, but he doesn't know any other play. He's got to just do what he always does, but that doesn't work in court. So like you said, it's not going to go well. He'll dig a hole. He'll make everyone, make the judge angry. He'll make the thing, and he'll come off as hostile. And yeah, he's going to make things worse. That's what he does. He makes things worse for Trump.
Yeah. And it's so weird that his son would start using the same language. Why?
As if it works so well.
Yeah, like
look where he is. Look where you guys are. It's like that. Nothing that he's done. It's worked for a time, but it's not working anymore. The time has passed.
Okay. In my members group, they wanted to ask about the Ohio on November 7th. There's a I think it's November 7th. Ohio is voting on the protection of the women's health proposition.
Okay.
Is this going to go positive or negative?
I feel like it's going to pass. I feel like it's going to go. It's going to be positive. I feel like it's going to be positive. That's my feeling right away.
Long time coming. It's like,
and I feel like they've made it tricky or tricky in wording or tricky in some way, but it's not going to make a difference. It's going to.
Okay.
That's what I'm.
Yeah. There was something about it that it was just like, what's wrong with this? But it's like, there's a fight behind there. There's some oomph behind it passing. And it's the end of an age. It's a long time coming. I keep hearing like end of an age, end of a regime, or like that type of thing. There's something to this this is a big deal. So I am getting positive with this, and it's a victory for everyone. It's a victory for all of us for them to have this victory.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other question was Kentucky, the race with Andy Beshear. Andy
is that
Beshear.
Governor, or what is that?
He's the governor, and he's a Democrat. He's in right now, but he's up in the race again, I guess, in Kentucky.
That's the one I felt like he would win, but I felt like there might be like either a recount or contesting it. I feel like it's like getting over the finish line. There's something else that has to happen. So or they're just messing with him, claiming that it's stolen or whatever dumb thing they do. But I felt like he would win, but it would just be like it just felt like a kerfuffle around the actual election.
They'll make a kerfuffle. I like that. Can you say that again?
Kerfuffle. A kerfuffle in Kentucky.
Yeah, but I also got positive for that. And then this is when I didn't step into yet. They asked about the, I guess on November 7th as well, Rhode Island's race. Will the Democrat win?
Rhode Island. And that's on the 7th as well?
I think so. I don't know if I have these dates right, but the voting coming up for this, yeah. And Rhode Island. Is this it?
Smiling Heart says we need a national kerfuffle day.
Yes.
Every day is kerfuffle day right now.
Every day is kerfuffle. That is kerfuffle, right?
Is it for governor again? Did you say?
I think so. Democrat to win. I think they were asking about the governor. Were you guys asking about the governor? I think so. And Democrat to win.
Yes, thanks, Nancy. It does seem like that's their MO. She says, Kim, all elections will be challenged by the right. It does seem like that's just their new, because they can't win. So they're got to be, do other things. So they're just their ideas and their thing, they're unpopular. So yeah. Okay, Rhode Island.
Yes, Governor. Yes, Governor. Mm-hmm. Ooh. It's going to be, there's some kerfuffle there too. But I do feel he's going to pull it out.
I do too.
I feel like it's going to be a win, but there's going to be quite a kerfuffle.
Yeah, that one, for some reason, I'm a little on the fence with, but I do feel like it will be ultimately a win.
Mm-hmm.
It just may be really close, or for some reason it may be close. I know, like Rhode Island's usually Democrats, but you know how these people are. They lie.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. You think, but here you go. You have the kerfuffle, but then you have the win. So
okay, we'll take it. That's okay. Yeah, Rhode Island is blue, so yeah, I feel like it will.
I feel like he was a winner
He'll
too.
make it.
Or them, whoever they are, she, for the win, but there might be a little kerfuffle. I'm going to use that from now on. In fact, I think that's your next T-shirt that you make.
Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle. Well, yay! We are at time. There was something that felt like. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Anyway, you guys, thank you for hanging out with us tonight and going through some of these things. And you know where to find us on our channels. Oh, I know what it was. Yeah. Kim, you're getting close to 20K.
I'm getting close to 20K.
All right. So
maybe a while. I'm kidding. You know how it is. So the numbers seem to just tick when you're close.
Yeah, right when you're close, it starts to tick or go backwards. It's a thing.
But as you know, I don't pay attention because
and she never.
I don't want to get caught. It's a web. It's a web, Debbie. It's a web.
It is a web. It is a web. If you get caught up in it, it can take you. So you don't want to get caught in that web.
No, but that's so kind. Yeah. So
that all being said, y'all, family, go on over. If you haven't, please subscribe. Let's get her up over that 20 so we can have a party.
Yay! We'll have a party.
Party!
Yeah, that would be amazing.
So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kat.
Yeah.
So nice. Right.
Anyway, happy Friday, you all. Blessed Friday to you. And please take care of yourself. And if you want to know, if you want to tap into the energies of November, what's coming in for November, check out the video that Jason and I put up earlier today on the energies coming in for November and how to be prepared and all of that. And Kim has stuff on her channel. Check that out. But
I do have stuff.
As far as my channel, I'll see you on Sunday on the couch with Lisa and JJ. Until then,
yay, nice.
Love and light to you all. Kim,
Bye,
love you.
everybody.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.